Bible on December the 6th and 7th in D.C., just a few blocks away from where we were both born and raised, which is special. And we get together. We've done this about 3 or 4 times, but never on a stand like at a theater like this. So this is an experience for us. We're excited about that part, but more importantly, because we love Christmas, we love each other. It's family time, and this is going to be. The songs are everybody sings the same songs, but we do it in a little different twist, and, it's just a blast.
So. Well, you just outlined my questions today because I was going that same direction. Well, first, let me tell you what happened. So I'm in church this last Sunday. One of my professors from seminary comes up to me. He's a musician, a writer, a composer. He can't wait to tell me about his new book, Music, God's Mysterious Gift, the Power to Influence Humans and Its Role in God's Kingdom. And so I listened to him, I thought he was just going to come up and say, hi, happy Thanksgiving. But he tells me about this. And again, just like Colossians, music's power to sing it deep into your heart, into your brains, et cetera, et cetera. And then I thought about you, how you get to do that. It's pretty amazing to make a living singing the words of Scripture deep into people's hearts, and it sticks. But it's a big responsibility too, isn't it?
Oh, no question about that.
Well, tell us then about your pathway. I mean, why you were motivated to actually be a musician in many ways because of that desire, right?
Yeah, I feel like people always say that, of course, God gives you the gift, but he put it in me to use, obviously. And I went to school for I wanted to be like a politician or something like that. I went for English and poli-sci, but ended up doing music. And it's such a part of my life. I sing all the time. I write. It's a blessing to do what you love for a living.
Right. Well, again, the kind of a no-brainer for this question. Why Christmas? Why Christmas music? I'll let you just start, and then maybe I can chime in. But what an amazing message to be singing about too, right?
Yeah, I love Christmas. I always say I love for the presence, of course, but more importantly, the presence of Christ. Thus, Christmas. I think Christmas is a time for some people are lonely, some people are hurting, and the message in music, Christmas music, can be so uplifting. Whether it's the Jingle Bell stuff or obviously Christian based on a Holy Night, songs like the Little Town of Bethlehem. Those songs take me to a place. It just as a kid growing up in church singing those songs, I'm reminded of the good old days in D.C. and Christmas and what it felt like. So I think when people come to this show, they're going to, of course, get the gospel, but everything comes to relax, sit back, and just take in God's goodness.
Yeah, I was you just brought something to my mind, too. After every Christmas Eve service that we led or whatever, now this wasn't that we sang along so much, but it was Veni, Veni, Emmanuel, O come, Emmanuel, that was done by...
Oh, yeah, O come, Emmanuel, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, when it was done by, I'm just thinking, the guys that the albums, the Mannheim Steamroller, they kind of did a little twist to it too, and it got very introspective. And again, like you said, it brings all of the Christmas message home. And I was just thinking about that too. People... Sometimes we forget, we've made Jesus into the cuddly little Jesus of Christmas. Right. And again, I have no problem with the fact that he's that. But it's really about God the Creator becoming vulnerable to a rebellious world. He comes as a baby who needs protection from murderous Herod with a family that barely has enough money to provide for him. Why? So all of us can be saved. That is a powerful, powerful message. Like you said, even to people who are struggling, maybe they're lonely, maybe they think nobody thinks about them. Hey, Jesus is willing to be vulnerable to you too, right?
I think it's funny how, it's just funny, but Christmas and Easter get so taken over by the secular side in the sense of Easter eggs and the bunny and the whole 9 yards, when it's really the birth or the resurrection of Christ. And the all the gifts, and what you didn't get, and who got the most, blah, blah, blah. All good in its place, but at the end of the day, those are pretty heavy holidays. You think about it, and sometimes we make light of it. But once again, for Christmas, when I sing the Holy Night, I'm raptured singing the song because it's so powerful. Imagine that night when he was born. I mean, came to the world. That had to be just magnificent.
Right. I mean, it exploded onto the world, and again, the people who got it were the shepherds, the nobodies. You know,
Right.
everyone
Right.
else is probably sitting comfortably in their beds, and we get to be those who kind of exploded onto people's lives too in a very precious way. Well, let's talk a little bit about the joy to sing with your sister, because when I was looking into this event that's coming up, you reminded me of how our family did things. Obviously, I don't think we were as talented, but I remember my grandfather, he was the tenor in our family. I used to be a tenor, but I'm more of a baritone now. And but they would gather. I'll never forget this because I was a young boy. They would gather together as family, aunts and uncles and cousins and everyone back in the day. And remember when they had those reel-to-reel recorders, and they put up microphones and they all sang, and I remember them singing Silver Bells. You know, I still can hear them singing Silver Bells. And then Oh Holy Night, you pointed out Oh Holy Night, and he had a real piercing voice, and they were pretty good at harmony. They really weren't bad. In fact, that's where my love for music, I think, came from, my mom and my grandfather. But the like you said though, but it was family, and I keep wondering whatever happened to those tapes. But it was such family time, and I know that they replayed those tapes over and over and over again. But what a cool thing, right? To gather with family, to sing these songs that bind us together as a family and then as a family of faith. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well,
What's
Linda's
that?
so natural because my sister Linda with her is so natural because we grew up together singing. And I wasn't really much of a singer as a kid. I got into it around 14 or 15, listening to Nat King Cole and Frank Sinatra records. So I got the crooning thing going early. And then I would join with my sisters. All of them couldn't sing, but in the mix, it all melded together pretty well. But Linda was always the forerunner out there doing it. And I saw that, and I said, well, I can sing, but I never thought God would use me on a level like this, you know, to do what I've been able to do. I'm so blessed and honored. But at the same time with Linda, it's a natural camaraderie on stage together. We finish each other's sentences. We tell stories that are just belly aching funny. And then we sing together, and it's what a perfect picture of, you know, I guess sibling, you know, not a rival, but sibling love. The two of us together.
Now, is she the oldest one? Is she older than you, or
she's older, and she makes it known that she's my big sister.
Okay.
She always says, I used to change your diapers. Okay.
That always comes back to haunt you, doesn't it?
Yeah, right. little TMI there, Linda.
Well, you know, the funny thing about it is I grew up 5 boys, so we never had that. I don't know. Well, I guess sisters can be tough too, can't they? I was just going to say the genteel notion of a sister, but they can also be pretty rough too if you're a little bit younger. But I love the fact that you guys enjoy singing together. What's that?
Yeah, I have 5 sisters, and 5 girls, 4 boys, and Linda's in the middle. Okay. Yeah, and she's funny because she can get you that place where you get really mad, but you love her the next minute because we're so close, you know. But that's, once again, together for Christmas, and so it makes it special because you get to see, you know, 2 people, obviously brother, sister, both in their vocations, but coming together and sharing it with the world, sharing it with people at Christmas time. What a beauty.
Well, do you have maybe I'll get a little more personal. Do you have like a favorite? I mean, is there a favorite song that you're going to be singing, or, you know, tell me a little bit more about yourself and about your own musical walk and things like that. I mean, what are some of those favorites that you had?
Yeah, my 2 favorite songs, Christmas songs. My family called me the Christmas singer because I'm always singing Christmas songs, even in July. But I love the Christmas song Chestnuts. That is my all-time favorite Christmas song because it's just the Nat King Cole singing. It's just magical. It's like everything you feel as a kid and all the excitement the night before. You know, that song kind of embodies that. And then on the spiritual side, Holy Night. Once again, it's just I mean, the melodies and the lyrics and how precious it was that night, and tender, and something so great happened in such a humble place. Mm-hmm. And that song just covers it so well. But musically growing up, I just enjoyed everything. I enjoyed pop. I liked the Jackson 5 when I was a kid, but couldn't listen to it in the house. I'd been our friends off to play it. thanks to my pastor dad, right? And I liked U2 a lot. DC Talk did for sure. And but I think I'm more of a pop head. I like anything that has a good hook to it, musically and lyrically. That makes a great song.
Well, I mean, music is, and that's why I said when this professor of mine came up and he was talking about the power of music, and I kept thinking, of course. I mean, Martin Luther, who, I'm from the Lutheran Church, Luther said music is the handmaiden of theology. I mean, it's God's gift to the church, and that's why he said music is what adds that beauty, that coat of many colors that draws us in. It's such a beautiful thing. You were just reminding me when I was pastor in South Central LA. A lot of my people that were a part of our church were from Detroit. They were Motown people who had moved out to LA. And I had my musician out there, John, who choreographed. I mean, he put together a lot of stuff. We actually, and ours is a liturgical church, but we redid a lot of it by this kind of South African chant with gospel choir response. And it was a blast. Same words that we sang when we were kids growing up. And all I could think about is, but it went even deeper into our hearts. That's the power of music, isn't it?
It was crazy. The Motown, you had Motown people there. That's another one. My goodness.
Well, I mean, he had played, with Quincy Jones and those guys in studio. He was more of a studio guy, but he was just one of the. In fact, he reminded me of Green. The guy, his name always pops out of my head. Al Green.
Al Green.
Yeah, he had that kind of voice, and I told him, I said, I don't like Al Green. My wife does.
Turns out, yeah.
But he had that flair, but he took the sacred things that we had done and we put them together, and it was like you said, it draws it down deeper, and it sticks with you forever. It sticks with you forever.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. But a great voice. I always say, even about a song too. This is one of my songs. You can write a song, and it can. We die, obviously, everybody dies, but the song lives forever. Because you cut that song that somebody might have cut 6 years ago, and it can be just as popular. So it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, like you just said, Chestnuts is still doing that. Oh Holy Night is still doing that. And and your sister, you're delivering the goods. You're delivering the goods on December 6th and 7th at the Museum of the Bible. So it's called Together for Christmas with Michael Tait and Linda Tait Randall. Where do they go, Michael, to get more information?
I think it's, oh gosh, I should know this. This is
how about
museumofthebible.org/theater, I think.
You have somebody doing that for you, man.
I should still remember what I'm playing though. It's pretty sad.
No, and this is a great venue. You said it's very intimate too, right?
Oh, it's super. I think it's like a 500-seater, and it's immersive, and there's video walls all around you, and the lighting's warm. It's going to be an enchanting time. I'm so excited about it, and what a perfect stage, literally. It's called the World Stage. At the Museum of the Bible. What a great stage to sing such powerful songs of our faith, who we are.
Together for Christmas with Michael Tait and Linda Tait Randall on December 6th and 7th at the Museum of the Bible, museumofthebible.org. Go get their ticket. Go and hey, Michael, God bless you. Have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for being on today.
Greg, you're the best. Thanks for having me back on, buddy.
I love it. We'll talk again. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Folks, we'll be back in just a minute. This is The Drive Home. Don't turn that dial. We got a lot on the program today.